Gaffer, a full week out on the training pitch this week. How's it been out on training?
Training's been good. We've had 3 days on the training ground this week, and I can sense that the boys are just as frustrated as I am, really. What we aren't doing though is sitting around feeling sorry for ourselves. We know results haven't been as good as we would like lately. We'd have loved to have hung on in more recent games for not minutes, just in the final few seconds, and we'd all be feeling a lot more positive about things right now. But unfortunately we haven't. But what we have to do, we have to all make sure that we all stick together. We will have to stand up to be counted, be as one, and get ready for that next game at Chesterfield, where we have another chance to go and try and get the 3 points. And let me be clear, like, as a group, we'll be fighting as hard as we can to go and get all the points we can at the weekend. And that's all you can do as a football player.
I mean, with the recent results, and particularly Saturday's game, there's a lot of chances there. On another day, it can end 3-1 to us. So what kind of balance is it trying to find between tweaking what does need to be tweaked, but also trying to reinforce the things which this team is good at?
It's a thing I battle very hard in my head with for probably every hour of the day that I'm awake, and then obviously it does keep me awake at night as well, because there's so much good stuff gone on this season where we've had one of the best defences. We create a lot of pressure in games. We have a fair amount of the football in most games. But what I would say, and where we can improve, is when we create that pressure, do we create enough clear-cut chances? So that's somewhere we can improve, and that's something we work on all the time to try and get better at. But look, we are capable. I believe in the group. I believe in the players that we've got here. I believe in all the staff and the work that we do every day. And if we keep working hard at it, I do believe results will change and swing in our favour again. We can go on another run that we went on at the start of the season, and obviously the sooner the better. And we're hoping that can start on the weekend.
So particularly at the moment, it's about trying to trust that process, because when you come in, you can change the style of football from the way that the lads have played for the last couple of years. Is a big thing about that. It will take a while to fully click in at the start of the season. So I'm almost a bit surprised for it to have those results so early on.
I think it was a nice start to the season. I wouldn't say it was a surprise to me. I think one of the reasons I came to the football club was because I knew there was some good players here, and I believe that we recruited some more good ones as well. When we went into that sort of before the season started in the transfer window. Obviously I wasn't expecting the run we've been on recently, but what you are trying to do is that there has been a change in the way we play, and that's no criticism what's gone on before, but different coaches want to play different ways, and I've come in trying to play a different way to what's gone on here in the last couple of years. But you're trying to, I haven't been here that long either, and you're trying to change a style while trying to win football games, and it's not always easy. You don't always get the balance right, but as I said earlier in the conversation, if we'd have hung on for a few more seconds in a few more games, we'd be sitting in the top 3 right now. We'd be sitting second in the league. So, but that's gone now. We can't keep looking back. We have to look forward. We're going to make sure next time we get in front, either we go and get that second goal or third goal, or we actually hang on at the end, and we will do. We'll get over that hurdle. I've got no doubt about it.
And coming up this weekend, Chesterfield, a team very close to us in the league table. What kind of game do you expect from them?
I'm expecting a very tough game. As I always say, every game in the division is difficult. There's fine margins in most games that I see on the television, and most games I study when I'm watching opponents. Look, they have a lot of possession of the football, and they've scored, I think, the most goals, got the highest goal scoring record in the division as well. So they obviously create chances, and they definitely have a threat. They've got some experienced strikers at the top end of the pitch that have scored goals for all their careers. So yeah, we'll have to be ready for them. But once we'll have a game plan to get the ball back, and then once we get it, we've got to make sure that we take the game to them as well, and we go and exploit maybe some of the spaces that they leave. So that'll be the plan, and we'll try and make sure that we carry it out to the best of our ability.
And with our record against some of the best teams or top teams in the division season, does it fill you with confidence to again be challenging a team in Chesterfield who have that kind of talent in their team?
I think when you play against the teams that are at the top end, they generally want to come out and have a go at you, which sometimes does leave you more space when you've got the ball. But no, I'm not thinking about it too much about where people are in a division, etc. It's actually just like, I think about, well, what is the opponent, what is the shape they're going to play against us? What space does that leave us when we have the ball? What threats do they have when they've got the ball? How do we stop them becoming a threat? Those kind of things you look at as a coach, and you obviously try and make the boys, you plan as best as you can so they know what's coming too. And that's my job, and that's my coach's job to give that information across. But obviously we've done a lot of work on Chesterfield. We know it's another tough game, but as I always say, it should be a tough game for Chesterfield too if we go about it in the right way.